This is Staying in Touch with Stephanie. So, per usual, here are 5 things to know from the past couple of weeks. First thing to know is that last week, I, along with my wonderful colleague in the House, Representative Sharon McDonnell, and a number of our colleagues in both chambers, introduced a bipartisan set of bills regarding hyperbaric oxygen therapy. And we are over a year after the really tragic death of Thomas Cooper, who was a 5-year-old boy who was killed in the fire and explosion at the Oxford Center in Troy, Michigan. And so we have spent a year working on legislation, talking with different groups to try to make sure that we introduce legislation that would help ensure safety for patients of hyperbaric oxygen therapy. So very excited about getting those bills introduced and eager to make those move forward so that we can make sure that this type of tragic death does not happen again in Michigan. The second update is that this week the Michigan Senate held a committee hearing on the Kids Over Clicks bill package, which I'm excited to be a part of, along with Senators Hertel, Polanyi, and Camilleri. And these bills will go a long way to ensure safety for young people online when it comes to social media sites, AI chatbots, and other things like that. And so really grateful to those who have been raising their voices on Kids Over Clicks and eager to see those bills move forward. The third update is that I believe we previously posted some information about 2 of the Amazon Flex drivers who were detained by ICE and other federal agents in early February. Unfortunately, the partner, the wife of one of them, also just recently was detained. And so we are working hard to try to support both of them in their efforts to be able to return home to their community. And again, these are folks who do not have criminal history. We're literally just trying to help deliver packages, be productive members of our community, and unnecessarily now detained up at North Lake Processing Center in Baldwin, Michigan. So we will continue to support them and really appreciate those who have been speaking out. The fourth update is that you probably saw the news that the Michigan Public Service Commission recently approved a rate increase for DTE Energy. Of course, we're grateful for some of the lowering of that rate increase from what it had been proposed as and some of the requirements that are in there, but still it is yet another rate increase. And literally days after that approval, DTE has indicated that it is going to submit another rate increase. And so what I know is this, Michiganders cannot afford more expensive energy bills, and I think folks are pretty rightfully outraged about these rate increases. And so I'm excited about the work that my colleagues and I have been doing around different legislation, some already introduced, some hopefully will be introduced in the future, to try to help lower people's energy bills. The fifth update, on the note of rate increases, I know that there are a lot of folks who have been paying attention to the fact that water rates are going up again in the Great Lakes Water Authority service area. And I know that folks are really concerned about what that is going to mean for being able to pay the bills as well. And so this is another reason why I am very passionate about passing our water affordability legislation so that we can make sure that low-income households are able to get water bills that they can actually afford. And so it would also help to bring about greater stability to our systems overall, help with protecting our public health, and so much more. So you can learn more about our water affordability legislation at miwaterplan.com. So those are 5 things to know. Hope everyone has a good weekend.